They rise, they shine, and you're still trying to figure it out. Every scroll, every story reminds you of how behind you are, but the truth is, you're only falling behind in a race. You were never meant to run. Welcome to AREV, where ancient wisdom meets the modern man. Subscribe now and discover the path of the Stoic, the path that leads inward. This is your moment. Let's begin. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Ambition means tying your well-being to what other people say or do. Sanity means tying it to your own actions." He knew the folly of men, the traps we set for ourselves. You were born with your own rhythm, your own pace, but you betrayed it. The moment you looked sideways, every comparison is a rejection of your own soul. Every scroll is a silent whisper. You are not enough, but you are enough. You were always enough. Stop. Return to your path. That's where your power lives. You think comparison fuels motivation. It doesn't. It fuels insecurity. It festers in your mind, a poison that eats away at your resolve. Seneca wrote, "No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity." You compare because you think their lives are perfect, but you only see the highlight reel. Behind every smile is a battle you'll never see. Behind every success, a pain you'll never feel. Peace doesn't come from winning the race. It comes from leaving the track. Find your peace. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." The crowd will never understand a man who walks alone. They will mock him, scorn him, try to break him. But a Stoic knows you don't measure yourself by others. You measure by who you were yesterday. Forget their timeline. Set your own clock. Let them race against the dying of the light. You have your own battles to win. Chapter 4. Social media is the new enemy of the self. The Stoics didn't fear enemies in battle, they feared enemies of the mind. And today, that enemy fits in your pocket. It whispers to you, shows you the lives of others, and makes you question your own worth. Comparison has gone digital. Likes, followers, filters, all designed to rob you of presence. Put the phone down, pick up your thoughts, reclaim your mind. The real world awaits. Chapter 5. Your value is not external. Aurelius reminds us, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject. Why do you let people who don't know your soul define your worth? Their opinions are but whispers on the wind, meaningless and fleeting. Your job title, your car, your bank balance. These are shadows. Your real value, how you endure, how you rise, how you stay calm when the storm hits. That is worth more than gold." Chapter 6. Pain comes from expectation. You expect to be ahead. You expect to arrive. And when you don't, you feel like a failure. But Stoics drop expectation. They replace it with discipline. Let others chase the applause. You chase your craft. Hone your skills, sharpen your mind. The only expectation is your own. Chapter 7. Be present, not perfect. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." You waste time looking left and right, comparing, competing, complaining. But life is happening right now. The Stoic doesn't chase the perfect life. He lives the real one. Fully, fiercely, freely. Embrace the present moment. It is all we truly have. Chapter 8. Real power is inner stillness. When you stop comparing, you start hearing. Your inner voice, the one drowned out by noise, it starts to speak. And when it does, you'll no longer need their validation. Because the Stoic man walks alone, and when he does, the world follows in silence. Find that stillness within yourself. That is where true power resides. Outro: conquer yourself. If this message hit you deep, if you're done living for others, then don't just watch. become. Subscribe to AREV, where we turn ancient wisdom into modern power. You're not here to compete. You're here to conquer yourself.